This is a brief history of USS Maine, ACR-1. The only ship of her class, she would be built for the U.S. Navy as an armored cruiser, although she is sometimes referred to as a second-class battleship. Built alongside USS Texas, both ships were built to represent a modern U.S. Navy. However, due to delays in construction, she would be mostly obsolete by the time she was commissioned on September 17, 1895. She boasted an armament of 4 10-inch guns in 2 twin mounts, along with 6 6-inch guns in single mounts. She would start her career operating on the U.S. East Coast, training and conducting fleet exercises. She would then be sent to Cuba to support American interests in the Cuban War of Independence. She would arrive at Havana Harbor on January 25, 1898. Less than a month later, on the night of February 15, 1898, an explosion would rock the harbor. The forward section of Maine would be torn away, and the rest would sink soon after. She had 355 crew on board, of which 261 would perish. The steamship City of Washington would come to the rescue, plucking survivors out of the water. At the time, many speculated Spain was at fault for the explosion and sinking. While not a direct cause, the sinking of Maine played a large role leading to the Spanish-American War. The news surrounding her sinking would also become the first major example of what has come to be known as yellow journalism, with the phrase, "Remember the Maine, to hell with Spain," becoming a popular slogan at the time. The Spanish-American War would start only 2 months after the sinking. With many skeptical of the cause for the explosion, many investigations have looked at the case. It was determined that an explosion from the 10-inch and 6-inch powder charges is what sank the ship. However, controversy still surrounded on what sparked the explosion. Many believed it to be a Spanish mine. Some believed it was a fire started by alcohol or varnish. Others thought it originated from a fire in the coal bunker, while some even speculated the U.S. was responsible for sinking their own ship. In 1911, a cofferdam was built around the wreck. The water was pumped out, the ship was patched and refloated. During this time, the wreck would be surveyed. Looking at the damage, it was deemed impossible for a mine or other external source to have caused the explosion. However, a definite cause could not be found. The Maine would be scuttled in 1912 north of Havana. Her wreck site would be rediscovered on October 18, 2000 in 3,770 feet of water. Many artifacts from the ship remain to this day, most notably both of her masts, one of which is at the United States Naval Academy, the other at Arlington National Cemetery. Several of her armament are also spread around at various memorials and museums. That's going to wrap up the end of this video. If there's any ships you would like me to do videos on, please leave it in the comments below and I will try to make sure it happens. And until next time, God bless.